हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू द क्लास। और बताओ दोस्तों, क्या हाल चाल है? Everything going good? And by the way, thank you so much for the support that you showed for the last session where I told you the strategy of getting 99th percentile in chemistry in JEE. So good, it's got a lot of views. If you missed it, please watch it. बहुत मजेदार session था, it was amazing. Now just to remind you that today Abhishek sir ने बहुत मस्त class लिया on relative motion in 2 dimensions. वो river वाला problem होता है, that's what he did. Then I'll do chemical bonding basics. This is the start of this new chapter, starting afresh. Now the good thing is that to understand this chapter you don't need a lot of the previous chapter. थोड़ा बहुत डिटेल चाहिए, which I am sure all of you would understand. Trigonometry का session है with Arvind Sutar sir, and then Pulkit sir is gonna come today at 8 p.m. ठीक है, 11th के लिए to introduce some integration. All right, so awesome people, really nice to see all of you over here. चलो जी, first question before we start anything else, I want to ask you, what is a chemical bond? Yo. IIT JEE Advanced Aspirant, that's the name of a person in the chat box. तुम्हें पता लग गया अभी क्या करना है. Chetan, I forgot the context of it. It depends on which scenario I use that statement in. तो मैं एक बारी देख के आपको बता दूंगा. All right? Just leave a comment. Just leave the same comment on the video inductive effect में. I'll give you the answer over there itself. ठीक है, चलो दोस्तों, what's this? Suman is saying it's a force of attraction. Seema is saying it's a bond between chemicals. Good job, Seema. You have won the literal award. Absolutely. Yo, Abhishek Kumar, what's up? Chalo ji. So, what is a chemical bond? A chemical bond is basically a force of attraction. That's all it is. Okay? It's a kind of force of attraction. Now, what's this force of attraction? Where is this? What is it responsible for? This force of attraction keeps the atoms together. Everyone knows this 10th class, 9th class stuff. Yeah, keeps atoms together. Very, very simple idea. Keeps the atoms together. This is something that we know. In this chapter, what's important for us is to think historically. Think of yourself in the old days when you knew nothing about the bonds, but you realized that atoms exist in combined forms. Yes, you realize that water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. You realize that everything is made up of atoms that are combined together. So obviously there is a force of attraction that keeps them together. Abhishek, thank you so much. Seema, no. I was joking. It was a good one. All right. So now, as Abhishek is asking in the chat box, what is this force of attraction? Like, what keeps these atoms together? Yeah. And then there come a lot of theories. Okay, बहुत सारी theories इसके बाद आती है. Okay, what are these theories? These are all the theories that we'll cover in the chemical bonding chapter. Basically, we first start defining the different kinds of a bond. Yes, we define what is a covalent bond. We define what is an ionic bond. Yes, and then to understand these theories, we give to understand these kind of bonds, we give different theories. For example, the octet rule, which is our discussion that will happen today. Mainly octet rule पे discuss करेंगे. There are things like Lewis structures. Yes, which are very important in this chapter because this is the basis of chemistry, to write structures, to be able to write those formulas properly. Yeah, then what else? Ionic bond के लिए you have lattice formation, solvation enthalpy. Covalent bonds को explain करने के लिए you have valence bond theory, VSEPR theory, yeah, valence electron pair repulsion, molecular orbital theory, etc, etc. So before we get into all of this jazz, I wish for you to tell me, what is a covalent bond? What is a covalent bond? Fayon's rules as well, Shreya. Yes, we will do them later. ठीक है people, covalent bond क्या होता है? Dative bond, I'll tell you about the dative bond today, by the way. वो गंदा सा जुगाड़ होता है dative bond, I'll tell you about that. Alright, so this is basically happening because of sharing of electrons. Okay, we understand this, that covalent bond situation happens when things are interdependent on each other for electrons. That allows them to have a force of attraction between them. Let's say you are dependent on someone else, so you have to stay together. So that dependency is basically your force of attraction. So in the covalent bond, the sharing of electrons is what's keeping these atoms together. Alright, so for example, water has covalent bonds in it. Now, if I talk about ionic bonds, what's the difference over here now? What's the difference between covalent versus ionic bond? Lakshay will study everything, bro. Srikantan, no, I'm just here to help. You should be self-dependent. Alright, so yeah, over here it's because of electron transfer, yes? Basically in the ionic bond, the ions are next to each other. That is the most basic idea in science, that a positive charge will attract a negative charge. Yes, Na positive with Cl negative. These two things are attracting each other. Yeah, so that's the idea behind an ionic bond. There's an electron transfer that has already happened somehow or the other. We'll see the dynamics in this class. And they are sticking together because of electrostatic forces of attraction. You remember the Coulomb's law? Force is equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square, yes? People who want me to talk in Hindi, देखिए, Arvind Arora sir हैं, आप जानते होंगे. He takes classes in Hindi on the medical JEE channel. Thankfully for us, chemistry for JEE and medical is the same. तो अगर आपको बिल्कुल हिंदी में क्लास चाहिए तो अरविंद अरोड़ा सर की क्लास देख सकते हो जाके, बहुत अच्छा पढ़ाते हैं वो भी. Alright, I just because of I'm used to it, I prefer to teach in English. Alright. Anyway, so sharing of electrons versus transfer of electrons, very simple idea, chemical bond, etc., etc. Now, the next step that comes to our mind is, why should we form a bond? Bonded hai, we understood that idea. Why should we form a bond? Why should we form a bond? Tapeface eventually, yeah. Abhishek, yeah, sure. Ho gaya fir to. Yeah. It's written over here that every system wants to become more stable. Bonds are formed because things want to get more stable. I mean, whatever exists in front of you exists because it is stable. This pen exists like a pen because it is stable. If the glue was loose, if this, let's say I can take out the nib, I can't. Okay, so this is a very stable pen. Yeah. Stable because there are good enough forces of attraction over here. So anything that exists has to be stable. Now, how do we understand this stability? How do we understand the stability? मतलब stability आएगी कहाँ से? How do we understand that? So scientists thought, we don't know anything about the universe. Let us see things that are already stable. Let us try to derive inspiration from something that is already stable. So can you tell me which elements are already stable? And always think as if you are in the history. पुराने ज़माने में सोच रहे हो, you are thinking for hundreds of years, 200, 300, 500 years before current time. So at that time people believed that all the noble gases are stable. Nowadays we know that they can also react. We have multiple compounds of xenon, krypton as well. Yeah, but historically it was believed that which elements are already stable? The noble gases are already stable. And what did we notice in the noble gases? One very striking thing that we noticed once we learnt about electrons is that all the noble gases have 8 valence electrons. Yes, all these have 8 valence electrons, and so that everything can become stable, everyone wants to have 8 valence electrons. Valence electrons bolo to, the electrons in the outermost shell. So everything wants to have 8 valence electrons, and this gives rise to our very famous octet rule. Yeah, and I'm sure your 8th class teacher has also told you a lot about it. The octet rule. Now you would say, sir, there is duplet as well. Huh. There is duplet as well. That is just a special case of the octet rule itself, that smaller elements like hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, they tend to make duplets instead of octets. Alright, you all understand, because their outermost shells are fully filled, hence they are more stable. Throwback to atomic structure. Yes, ठीक है. Cool. Lakshya, we'll get to that idea. I'll give you a hint. Think about ionization energy. Think about ionization energy. Bigger the size, lesser is the ionization energy. So to take away electrons from bigger molecules like xenon, from bigger atoms like xenon and krypton, it's easier. From helium, neon, argon, they are already very stable and compact. So to make them react is very hard. Alu Kalu, okay, that's a fancy name. Banana bond is covalent, my friend. Okay, it's a special case of a bond where three atoms are sharing 2 electrons at once. Okay, so what is the octet rule? The octet rule is derived out of the inspiration that everyone wants 8 valence electrons. This is the octet rule. Okay, this is something that was told to you in 9th 10th class as well. Octet rule is 8 electrons in the outermost shell, or 8 electrons in the valence shell is a stable configuration. Suman will talk about banana bonds in the S&P block chapter. Okay. Arnav is asking, sir, why exactly 8 electrons? Why? I've taken you through the story. Please pay a little more attention, my friend. Which elements are already stable? Noble gases. Scientists didn't know what makes things stable. All right. Do you understand in chemistry? All of chemistry is based out of experimental evidence. How does chemistry come into picture? Why do we know that this exists and something else does not? Because we look at the experimental evidence. Looking at the experimental evidence, we found out that there are certain elements that are already stable. Those certain elements have 8 electrons in their valence shell. Let us use this idea and apply it to everything. That gave rise to the octet rule, and it applies to most of the cases, not all of the cases. We'll get to that later. But what octet rule brings us to, okay, what octet rule brings us to is covalent bonds and their Lewis dot structures. People, I'll remind you of what you've done in your 9th class. ठीक है, ध्यान से सुनना है अभी. I'll remind you of what you've done in the 9th class. Let's say you had to bond chlorine with chlorine. How many valence electrons does a chlorine atom have, people? How many valence electrons does chlorine have? Srikantam, not really, but yeah. Skanda, okay, not a problem. I hope you understood the logic that I'm trying to make over here. Alright, absolutely. 7 valence electrons. It needs one more, yeah? 7 valence electrons. I'll do the same for this chlorine. Now imagine, yeah? Now imagine they start sharing these electrons. Woohoo! Okay. So these 2 electrons are being shared right now. If you notice over here, this chlorine has access to 8 electrons now. Usko 8 electron mil gaye. That was the idea behind the octet rule. So it got this electron, hence octet is complete. And this thing that's there in the middle, this is called a bond. I'm sure you've drawn these structures earlier. 9th 10th class में कभी तो बनवाते हैं गंदे गंदे structure, yeah. Alright, and there are these non-bonding electrons remaining over here as well. We'll talk about them just in a little while. Cool. Do you want to draw this image all the time? If I tell you to bond, you know, make a bigger structure, let's say I tell you to make the structure of acetic acid, will you start drawing all the electrons all the time? It's a very tedious process. Do one thing, remove this jazz, make something very simple. क्लोरीन बीच में खींचने का एक लाइन. क्या है ये लाइन? दिस लाइन इज माय, दिस लाइन इज माय कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड. Alright, this line is my covalent bond. Alright, which implies it has 2 electrons in it. So this is something that you should always keep in your mind. A bond is formed out of 2 electrons. This sounds obvious, but is something that you'll forget in the due course of time. Always remember that whenever there is a bond, it is always formed by 2 electrons. One bond equals to 2 electrons. And hence we can also call these a bonded pair of electrons. Yeah, I can call them a bonded pair of electrons. 2 electrons and they are a bonded pair. Yes. Now people, why do we call them a pair? Why is the need for this terminology? Why can't we call them just bonded atoms. Why do we use the word pair over here? Do you remember spin? Do you remember spin? Spin क्या होती है? There is a plus half spin and there is a minus half spin. A lot of people will say, sir, हाँ, clockwise, anti-clockwise. No. Clockwise, anti-clockwise is an incorrect way of understanding spin. Spin in quantum mechanics is analogous to rotation in classical physics to a certain extent. Otherwise, there is no exact analog. हिंदी में भी बोल देता हूँ कि जो स्पिन है ना क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स की, नॉर्मल जो फिजिक्स होती है, ओल्ड फिजिक्स जो होती है, क्लासिकल फिजिक्स, रोटेशन इज सिमिलर टू दैट, नॉट द सेम. साइंटिस्ट आज तक इसका कोई क्लासिकल फिजिक्स में इक्विवेलेंट ढूंढ नहीं पाए. Alright, so spin is something special. It basically has mathematical values, plus half and minus half. They are represented by this plus half arrow and minus half arrow essentially. And when these two are coupled with each other, when these two are paired with each other, you remember Hund's rule mein we start pairing after a certain time. So over here this bonded pair of electrons is very important for us to understand that this is spin paired. Okay, these two electrons are spin paired over here. बोले तो ये दो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जो हैं एक ऑर्बिटल में एग्जिस्ट करेंगे. दीज टू इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एग्जिस्ट इन वन ऑर्बिटल एंड दे आर इन अ पेयर्ड स्टेट. ओके, पीपल हु डिड नॉट अंडरस्टैंड स्पिन राइट नाउ, I have explained it in detail in the atomic structure classes, so please make sure you go back and watch those classes. All right, Vedantu Pathshala लिखोगे आ जाएंगी classes. All right, Karan, it's experimentally, sorry, not experimentally, it's a mathematically determined function essentially. So for more details, please watch those classes that I've already done. Okay, cool. So yeah, they are of opposite spins. Tape phase coming very soon. Okay. So whoever's asking why half, what is spin, what is this, what is that, go back to atomic structure chapter please. Okay, let's not spend a lot of time revising what we've done earlier. You can go back and watch those classes. Okay, it's calculation, calculative method say from that quantum mechanical equation this is determined. Chalo, theek hai. Now people, these are bonded pairs. Some of you were pointing out that sir there are more electrons around them and we always draw these electrons as pairs. Can anyone name what these extra electrons are? Yeah, so these electrons are essentially my non-bonded pairs. Okay, non-bonded pairs. In better words of English, we can call them, absolutely correct, lone pairs. Okay. Some people call them lone, but no, that's not correct. Lone pairs, lone बोलो तो अलग से पड़े हैं. Okay, isolated, अकेला एकदम चिल मार के. So these lone pairs exist like that. Okay, so over here people, now I am sure some of you have done this chapter in school. Do they tell you a formula to make the bonded structures? They'll be like, okay, total number of valence electrons equals to the number of electrons required for bonding, and then you add the number of anion and subtract the number of cation and divide that by 2 and multiply this by the number of aspirations that you have in life. It's too complicated a formula. Okay, it's too complicated a formula. Srikantan, yes, sometimes that formula is used to calculate the formal charge, but trust me, that formula is it's a bit tedious. Okay, if you keep thinking of the formula in JEE, kuch nahi ho payega. All right, so the point is, what we will look at today, okay, what we will look at today is the bonding style. Okay, अपन आज देखेंगे कि bonding style क्या है. This is something that we look at. So bonding style, अभी chlorine क्या है? It's a halogen. Okay, so for a halogen, what is the bonding style of a halogen? The bonding style of a halogen is 1 bond pair, 3 lone pairs. Okay, got it? This is the bonding style of a halogen. It's pretty obvious. Okay, अभिषेक कोई बात नहीं यार. चलो अच्छी बात है श्रेया, then that's good. Gaurav Zone, VSEPR theory will come next week, bro. ठीक है, बहुत मस्त करवाने वाला हूँ मैं VSEPR theory. Anyway, so halogen's bonding style is 1 bond pair, 3 lone pairs. Okay, so whenever a halogen has one bond pair, three lone pair, you make it like this. Very simple, very easy. Now we'll understand the bonding styles of carbon, nitrogen and oxygen eventually, and that will help us make structures very quickly. ठीक है, तो अभी क्या करते हैं, पहले वाटर का स्ट्रक्चर बनाते हैं. Let's make the structure of water. Okay, so this is oxygen. How many valence electrons does it have? Oxygen has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 valence electrons. It needs 2 more. So let us give it those electrons using the hydrogens. Yes, so ये दो इलेक्ट्रॉन, इसका बॉन्ड बन गया, इसका बॉन्ड बन गया. Now oxygen has access to 8 electrons. Each of these hydrogens has access to 2 electrons. वाटर का स्ट्रक्चर बन गया. यो अनीता, what's up? ठीक है. So what is the bonding style of oxygen over here? The bonding style of oxygen is 2 bond pairs and 2 lone pairs. This is what oxygen always wants to do. This is what oxygen always wants to do. Okay, that's what oxygen always wants to do. So ये bonding style आ गया oxygen का. Let's see how this will help us. Let's see how this will help us. Let's look at carbon. There's a carbon. Carbon has how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 valence electrons. Yes, it needs 4 more. Let's take those from chlorine. Very, very logical steps that we are following over here. So we know the bonding style of halogens. Okay, they want 1, 1, 1, 1 bond and 3, 3 lone pairs. 1, 2, 3 lone pair बना दिए. 3 lone pair, 3 lone pair. Cool. And carbon now has 8 electrons. So what's the bonding style of carbon? Carbon का bonding style is 4 bond pairs, no lone pairs. Okay, 4 bond pairs, no lone pairs. Now people, using this information and this information, if I tell you to write the structure of CO2, will you be able to do it? हो जाएगा ना अब तो बड़े आराम से. No need to think of how many electrons are there, what is this, what is that. Okay. Oh, cool. Anyway, very, very simple now. Yeah. एक कार्बन रखो, 2 ऑक्सीजन रखो. Oxygens need 2 bonds, 2 lone pairs. 2 bonds, 2 lone pairs. Carbon needs 4 bonds. हो गया, खत्म. Absolutely simple. You don't need to think of how many valence electrons are there in this entire molecule and then add the number of charges, etc, etc. No, Gaurav, of course I remember you, bro. अरे हाँ अनीता, sorry, what happened? बताओ. I'll look at the chat box for a little while. ठीक है? Srikantan, thank you man. Personal person. Fancy name. Next class होगी भाई, जब होगी. I'll tell you when it happens. It's gonna be on Tuesday, by the way. मेरी क्लास ट्यूसडे को है, अगली क्लास अरविंद सुतार सर की 6 o'clock. अनीता, आई एम वेटिंग फॉर योर मैसेज. तुमने बोला सुन लो. मनीषा, यो व्हाट्स अप? यस अभिषेक, आई डू मैन. श्रेयस, थैंक यू सो मच. हाँ अर्नव, कोई चक्कर नहीं, वेदांतु सब करवा देगा. यस श्रेया, आई टीच दिस चैप्टर इन अ वेरी डिफरेंट मैनर. MOT in the end of this chapter, bro. So next to next week आ जाएगा. Cool. Physics भी पढ़ा. Anita, Abhishek sir is teaching physics. He is much better at physics than I am. Okay, ये कर लिया अपन ने. चलो और structures बनाते हैं थोड़े. Okay, CO2 हो गया. Very nice. We've already understood CO2. तो CO2 हो गया, बढ़िया. CH4 बना लोगे? देसी structure. देसी structure. Carbon bonding style is 4 bonds. Hydrogen's bonding style is 1 bond. We all know that already. Khatam. As simple as that. N2. This is fancy. N2 is a little fancy. Okay. N2 में क्या होता है दोस्तों? Let us look at nitrogen. How many valence electrons does nitrogen have? कितने valence electrons होते हैं इसके? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 valence electrons. Let's take another nitrogen. 5 plus 3, 8 हो गया. We need to make 3 bonds now. Let's make these bonds. 1, 2 and 3. Now that we've understood this, ओके ये एक बारी समझ लिया. सो व्हाट इज द कंक्लूजन ओवर हियर? व्हाट्स द बॉन्डिंग स्टाइल ऑफ नाइट्रोजन? नाइट्रोजन वांट्स 3 bonded pairs and 1 lone pair. This is the bonding style of nitrogen. Okay, this is the bonding style of nitrogen. 3 bond pairs, 1 lone pair. So अब using this information and using carbon's information, can you tell me what is the structure of, okay, so using hydrogen's information, can you tell me what will be the case of NH3? आखिर because it had 5 valence electrons, ये देखो 1 2 3 4 और 5, उनमें से 3 को दूसरे के साथ बॉन्ड कर दिया तो एक लोन पेयर बच जाएगा. दैट्स ऑल. Alright, 1 lone pair will remain. Alright, so NH3 people, what will happen in NH3? नाइट्रोजन का इसको कैसे बॉन्ड करेंगे? So hydrogen wants 1 bond each. Hydrogen, 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 and nitrogen now has 3 bonds, hence it will have 1 lone pair. Khatam. Very simple to draw the Lewis structure of NH3 as well. Let's draw the structure of C2H2. C2H2 is a little more weird now. Okay, ये सब हटाते हैं. Let's do C2H2. Let's do C2H2. I'm sure all of you remember this structure. It's ethyne. Yes, Anita, it's an electronic touch screen. बड़ा सा touch screen है basically. Yeah, cool. So C2H2, H2. Basically, you know, analogous series आपने पढ़ा होगा. Homologous series of hydrocarbons. That this is ethyne. Yes. Let's just write these: carbon, carbon, hydrogen, and hydrogen. Hydrogens want just 1 bond. Let's make that. What does 1 carbon want? 1 carbon wants 4 bond pairs, and that's all. 1 2 3 बन गया. Every carbon over here has 4 bonded pairs. Every hydrogen over here has 1 bonded pair. खत्म. So what we have understood over here is we have understood the bonding styles of the major elements. We've understood the bonding style of hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and any halogen like fluorine or chlorine or bromine or iodine. Let's just write this. Keep this in your mind. This will help. Hydrogen needs just, let me take a black pen, 1 bond pair. Carbon needs 4 bond pairs. Nitrogen needs 3 bond pairs, 1 lone pair. Oxygen needs 2 bond pairs, 2 lone pairs, and halogens need 1 bond pair, 3 lone pairs. Just remember this. You don't need anything else. Akhiyat, I'll come to that very soon. ठीक है, अभी आएंगे उस पर. Janvi, okay, do one thing. Try to do that. Okay, try to do that. You'll realize that one of the carbons will be left alone. Okay, Tanya will come to VSEPR3 in the next class. Lingaya, please go back and watch the class again. I see you've come late. Okay. Tapeface is asking, why don't we study radioactive elements? Because radioactive elements are harmful for us. They decay into smaller elements very easily. So to do it in the laboratory is risky and not possible because they don't stay for a long time. Anyway, Lewis structure bana liye. Now people, you must be wondering, sir, what about structures where we have, you know, negative charges? Okay, उन structures का क्या करें जिसमें negative charge आता है? Okay, so let us try to think of a structure like that. Let us try to think of a structure like NH2 with a negative charge on it. NH2 negative के बारे में सोचते हैं. Before we get into this structure, let me tell you when a negative charge comes on anything. Let me tell you when a negative charge comes on anything. देखो, let us think about nitrogen. Nitrogen atom में there are, what's the number of electrons and protons? Can you tell me? अभी ions समझेंगे. We'll understand how ions are formed. Okay. So nitrogen के case में how many electrons and protons does a nitrogen atom have? Pushpendra, we'll come to that later when we are doing the S block, P block chapters. Okay. Absolutely. It has 7 electrons and 7 protons. Yes. Now, if this nitrogen has 8 electrons, protons to change nahi honge, the number of protons will remain the same. Do you realize that this nitrogen will have a negative charge on it? Do you realize that this electron will have a negative charge on it? Itna chamakte ho? So I'll write a statement over here in English so that we understand this for later. If nitrogen has to take care of eight electrons, or I can write, okay, people, how many valence electrons is this? 2 inner electrons, okay, 6 valence electrons. Do you understand this? First shell mein, in the 1s you have 2 electrons, and in the 2s and 2p you have 6 electrons. So if nitrogen has to take care of 6 electrons around it, okay, total of 8 electrons, it has a negative charge. Okay, great. It has a negative charge. Now let us try to draw the structure of NH2 negative, and let's see whether it makes sense or not. Nitrogen, it had 5 valence electrons. चलो क्या करते हैं, उसमें से 2 हाइड्रोजन के पास बॉन्डेड है. ओके, एक लोन पेयर होता है इसके पास. Now instead of the third bond, you just have one more pair of electrons. Let us count the number of electrons that are around nitrogen right now. उसको black color से लिखते हैं. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Do you realize around nitrogen there are 6 electrons now? 6 electrons. Hence, this will have a negative charge. Okay, negative charge. Now some of you are like, sir, doesn't it have 8 electrons? Do you have this question? कि सर यहाँ 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन नहीं है. Let me confuse you now. What is this 6? What is this 8? मैं कर क्या रहा हूँ? Abhishek, let's not think about repulsion. We'll talk about that later. But if it exists like this, यहाँ तो 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन नहीं है, ये भी तो है इलेक्ट्रॉन. इसका क्या? Now people, let us understand the difference between bonding and neutrality. Let us understand the difference between bonding and neutrality. तो ये कचरा हटाते हैं पेज से. Let us understand the difference between bonding and neutrality. Some of you might be bored, so let us think of a story. We have Ajay and Shreya. चलो ठीक है. We have Ajay and Shreya. मान लो Ajay and Shreya are there. Okay. So imagine that Ajay has a Ferrari and Ajay also has a Lamborghini. Okay, and let's say Shreya has a Mercedes. Shreya has any other. Okay, let's say she also has a Ducati. और कोई एक और गाड़ी का नाम बताओ, कोई मस्त एकदम. Okay, Shreya wants BMW, तो ठीक है. Beamer as well. Now imagine Ajay wants to drive Mercedes, Ducati and BMW, and Shreya wants to drive Ferrari and Lambo. What they can do is, ये बार-बार फोन क्यों आ जा रहा है? हाँ. What they can do is, let us make a pact between them. Pact or friendship or जो भी लगा लो. Okay. What is the pact? The pact is that both of them will share their cars. Okay. Share the automobiles, because Ducati makes motorcycles, so I can't say just cars. Okay, let's share the automobiles. All right, so Ajay and Shreya keep their automobiles in one parking lot. आसपास में घर ले लिए दोनों ने. They are keeping, Saurabh, yo, what's up? They are keeping their cars in just one space. So when Ajay wants to drive the BMW, he takes the BMW. When Shreya wants to drive the Lambo, she takes the Lambo. Okay, good, everyone's happy, right? ठीक है, nice situation. But if my Lambo needs a repair, ओके, इफ माई लैम्बो नीड्स अ रिपेयर, इसमें से लैम्बोर्गिनी का रिपेयर करवाना, तो कौन रिपेयर करवाएगा? सिंस द लैम्बो ओरिजिनली बिलोंग्स टू अजय, अजय इज गोना गेट द रिपेयर्स डन. ओके, even though these two are sharing their cars. Okay, if I ask Shreya how many cars do you have, she'll be like, I have 5 cars in total sharing with Ajay. Okay, but if repair work has to be done, then Ajay will get the Ferrari repaired and Lambo repaired because वो अजय की गाड़ी थी initially. Alright, चमक गया. अगर डुकाटी खराब होती है then Shreya will have to get it repaired. Very simple, we understand. Nice, good. So now let us try to see the structure of NH2 negative once again. Okay, hydrogen, hydrogen, this electron and this electron. Okay, एक second, ड्राइंग स्किल्स आर वेरी बैड. अरे यार ये बोर्ड ना बहुत महान है. ओके, सो दिस इलेक्ट्रॉन, ओके, इज टेकन केयर ऑफ बाय हाइड्रोजन्स प्रोटॉन, this electron in terms of its charge is taken care of by hydrogen's proton. This is taken care of by this hydrogen's proton. Every other electron is now for nitrogen. So बाकी electrons कौन से हैं जो nitrogen के पास हैं? Let me highlight those in red color. एक, दो, तीन, चार, पांच और 6. Got the idea? Got the difference? Understood? There is a difference between sharing the electrons and there is a difference between neutralizing the electrons. Okay, there's a difference between sharing, there's a difference between neutralizing. And one of these electrons, एक electron ऐसा है, मान लो ये वाला, this is an extra electron, yes? Extra electron in the sense that this is one more than the number of protons in nitrogen. Got the idea? कि एक इलेक्ट्रॉन जो है ना यहाँ पे ये एक्स्ट्रा है, one more than the number of protons in nitrogen. Hence this structure, this nitrogen carries a negative charge. Hence this structure carries a negative charge. Got the idea? Now a lot of people are asking, sir, is it NH2 negative stable? Is NH2 negative stable? Yo, Abahu, thank you so much. ठीक है, so नाइट्रोजन NH2 एक लोन पेयर, एक और एक्स्ट्रा लोन पेयर जिसकी वजह से नेगेटिव चार्ज है. Because electrons will exist in paired states, okay? So we'll always draw a pair of electrons. One of these electrons, let's make it in a fatter case, it's extra, and because of that there is a negative charge. ठीक है? Does this exist alone? No. This NH2 negative is an anion, एक negative charge है. It can exist with another cation. It can exist with another cation, something like Na positive. So NH2 negative on its own obviously is unstable. It has to exist with something else. If it exists in nature, it will exist in a bonded scenario in an ionic bond with some other cation. Got it? ठीक है? So whenever you have बहुत बारी ऐसा होता है in books, lots of structures like this are written. Yes, NO2 negative लिख देते हैं, yeah, SO4 2 negative लिख देते हैं. Yes, sometimes they write CH3O negative. These negative charges do not exist alone. They are always with some cation which is not shown here. Whenever you see a negative charge in your book, always assume that there is some positive charge associated with it. Okay, always assume that there is some positive charge associated with it which is just not written in the book for convenience. ठीक है, awesome. Harbhajan, my classes are at 5 p.m. on Tuesday and Thursday, bro. ठीक है जी, चलो. So this was the idea of bonds, how negative charges exist, etc. etc. तो चलो और अच्छे स्ट्रक्चर बनाते हैं अभी. NF3 तो बना लोगे. NF3 is simple. फटाफट से बनाएंगे इसको. नाइट्रोजन, इट वांट्स 3 bonds, it has 1 lone pair and all of these fluorines will have 3 lone pairs each. We know the bonding styles. Let's make CO3 2 negative and then we'll come to ozone. We'll do ozone today, don't worry. CO3 2 negative पे आते हैं. How will this work? Carbon, let's put the 3 oxygens around it. एकदम मस्त. 1 2 3. Carbon needs 4 bonds. Let's make those 4 bonds. 1 2 3. Fourth wala, let's make it like this. Carbon is satisfied. Carbon is fine over here. Yes, carbon is fine. So now, do you look at the top oxygen? That is also fine. 2 bonds. It will have 2 lone pairs. This is also fine. Look at these 2 poor oxygens over here. इन सबके पास क्या होगा? टू गेट देयर वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स डन, ऑल ऑफ देम विल हैव 1 2 and 3 lone pairs. And exactly using the logic that we used for nitrogen, you should realize that there are 1 extra electron on each of these oxygens. Okay, this black electron on both of these oxygens is extra and hence contributing to the negative charge. Okay, hence contributing to the negative charge. So अब देखो अपन ने क्या डिस्कवर किया. Okay, what we've discovered is another bonding style. यहाँ लिख देता हूँ मैं. What we've discovered is another bonding style over here. बहुत जरूरी है ये भी. Nitrogen, if it has, okay, if it has 2 lone pairs and 2 bond pairs, it will carry a negative charge. If oxygen, okay, if oxygen carries 3 lone pairs and 1 bond pair, it will carry a negative charge. Right now this might seem like a lot of information, but after you make a bunch of structures, एक बारी 15-20 structure बनाओगे, this will become obvious. Dummy boy, yo. Abhishek, as I said, unstable जो भी है will exist with some other species that makes it stable. You know, CO3 2 negative will not exist on its own. It will exist as Na2CO3 or NaHCO3 or H2CO3. Yes, it won't exist on its own. It will exist with something else. Okay. Tanya, in that case it will carry a positive charge. सोच के देखो. In that case it will carry a positive charge. कमी कर दी ना आपने उसमें. Anyway, we will see all of those cases in this entire course of the chapter. Now let us come to ozone. Ozone पे आते हैं यार. And with ozone we'll explain the dative bond and we'll finish the class. चलो. First thing that I'll tell you about the dative bond, and this is something that no one else will have ever told you. Trust me. Dative bond is just a hack. हैक बोले तो इट्स जस्ट अ जुगाड़. ओके, ब्रैकेट में हिंदी में भी लिख देते हैं. डेटिव बॉन्ड इज जस्ट अ हैक, इट्स जस्ट अ जुगाड़. कुशाग्रा, नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम, यू कैन वॉच द क्लास अगेन, इट्स ऑन यूट्यूब. डेटिव बॉन्ड इज जस्ट अ हैक, इट्स अ जुगाड़. डेटिव बॉन्ड डज नॉट really exist. Okay, before understanding what is the double bond, please understand that it is just a hack, it's just a jugaad. Scientists wanted to explain something, came up with a hack. It does not exist in reality. In reality what exists is resonance, which we will cover later. It does not really exist. Okay, it is just, it doesn't exist. Okay, dative bond, it's also called a coordinate bond, same thing. Coordinate bond, dative bond, एक ही बात है. It doesn't really exist. ओके तो अब आप बोलोगे सर पर ये मतलब व्हाई इज इट स्टडीड देन आई विल कम बैक टू ओजोन. ओजोन पे आते हैं वापस से. लेट्स थिंक ऑफ, एक सेकेंड, लेट मी चूज अ पेन. लेट्स कम टू ओजोन. ओजोन पे आएंगे अभी. व्हाट अबाउट ओजोन? If I think about the structure of ozone, a lot of people will say, sir, एकदम ऐसा मस्त बनाने का ये बात खत्म. A lot of people will say, sir, बना दो. Every oxygen has 2 bonds. Every oxygen will have lone pairs, etc., etc. But this is wrong. Okay, this is absolutely incorrect. If anyone taught you this, please throw a bottle at them full of water. Plastic वाला फेंकना, कांच वाला मत फेंकना. But the point is that this is wrong. Now you must be asking, sir, how or why? Yeah, you must be asking, sir, how or why? Well, then we go back to experiments. Okay, there are experiments like X-ray diffraction and spectroscopy which can tell us what's happening over here. Okay, which can tell us what's happening over here. The experiments told us that the bond angle between these oxygens is almost 120 degrees. It's almost 120 degrees. 120 degrees cannot exist over here. If it has to be this equilateral triangle, the bond angles would have to be 60 degrees. Yeah, but what exactly exists is around 120 degrees. Okay, so people tried to come up with a different structure, and that is where the dative bond comes into picture. सोच के देखते हैं. There is an oxygen, there is an oxygen, there is an oxygen. This oxygen needs 2 bonds. Okay, satisfied. ये दोनों फंस गए. There is no negative charge on the species. We can't do anything. Wrong. Yes. NK USA 2010. Yes, you can understand if you are in 10th class. ठीक है, चलो. That structure is wrong because we don't have enough electrons. अच्छा, let's do this then. Let's make these 2 bonds over here. Okay, very nice. This oxygen is satisfied. 2 bond pairs, 2 lone pairs. Nice. ये तो रह गया बेचारा. This is remaining now. What do we do? If I do this, then this oxygen will get a positive charge. There is no charge on the molecule, in fact. So this is not a correct structure as well. अच्छा, अब क्या करें? So trying these structures out one after the other, ये वो करके, people spent a lot of time. Scientists spent nights on this, and then, I mean, it's all fictional, by the way. I'm just exaggerating things to make it entertaining for you to remember. Okay, so imagine scientists spent a lot of time thinking ये क्या करें. Then one guy was like, okay, I will tell you what to do. Oxygen has 6 valence electrons. This oxygen is already satisfied. This smart guy, ये जुगाड़ू बंदा, he's like, look, what I will do is I will give these 2 electrons to this oxygen. It's weird. It is just a जुगाड़. Okay, तो उसने बोला कि अपन ये करते हैं. After doing this, do you realize the structure will look like? I'll make the structure. Okay, ये वाला oxygen तो satisfied है. This guy is very happy. Okay, this has 1 lone pair, but now since you've taken 1 lone pair that it wanted away from it, it will have a positive charge. And this oxygen had 3 lone pairs. You've given it 1 more, so it has what? Now it will have, people, do you recognize that bonding style? If oxygen has 1 bond pair and 3 lone pairs, what will it have? It will have a negative charge. This desi jugaad, this pathetic hack that I've done over here, okay? This thing, ये जो चीज की है, this is known as the dative bond. It is just a life hack. Okay, dative bond also known as a coordinate bond. Okay, dative bond, coordinate bond. Now people, you know Let's say you discovered this, you know that this is a hack. आपको पता है ये जुगाड़ किया है मैंने, but you have to publish a paper. You want to write it in a scientific journal. You want to sound serious. So in order to sound serious, you will have to give a definition to the dative bond. Okay, तो इसका एक definition देना पड़ेगा. Let's define a dative bond. What is a dative bond defined as? The dative bond is defined as this. When in a bond, both the electrons, okay, as we know that electrons, two bonds form an electron. When both the electrons, okay, when both the electrons are given by just one element, or I'll say just one atom. Element is not the correct word to use over here. When in a bond, both the electrons are given by just one atom, it is called a coordinate bond or a dative bond. Do you realize that over here in this bond, both the electrons are coming from the middle oxygen? Yeah, Nikita, I'll tell you about resonance. NKUSA in 3 weeks from now, I think. Okay, so Arnav, that's the thing. Scientists wanted to make a structure for ozone. They realized it's not a beautiful triangle. It's a bonded species like this. This is the best they could think of. This dative bond, this coordinate bond is the best they could think of. Okay, Arnav, so oxygen actually does not lend its electrons. This is just our imagination to make things look good on paper. Okay, I am sure some of you have seen this thing written as well. So instead of writing positive and negative, some people tend to just write an arrow. This arrow means that both of the electrons of this bond are coming from this middle oxygen. So just keep in your mind that coordinate bond is nothing but a ganda desi jugaad. Okay, Srikantam, what happened, bro? Can you tell me once again? Okay. Dative bond. This is the idea behind a dative bond. What exists in reality is entirely different. Okay, I'll give you a glimpse of the reality. We'll talk about this when we discuss resonance. That will be later. This is what exists in reality. These dotted lines that you see, right? Basically over here, these two electrons are shared by 3 atoms. Okay, 2 electrons are shared by 3 atoms. Okay, Lakshya. Srikantan, yes. In one of the structures of H2SO4, you can think of it as having 2 coordinate bonds. हाँ प्रीतम, कोई चक्कर नहीं, बाद में देख लेना. Okay, so this is what a dative bond is. It is a very ganda jugaad. Please understand that it's a very weird thing done just in order to make a structure. Now you must be wondering, sir, there is a positive charge and negative charge, but overall, do you see the structure is neutral now? Overall, positive charge, negative charge in the same molecule, so the structure is neutral like ozone should be. But this is what the reality looks like. We will discuss about reality when we talk about resonance. Okay, चलो ये सब अपन ने गंदी चीजें कर ली. Now people, since we are out of time, I will give you a few structures to practice on your own. Okay, खुद से ये structures practice करने हैं. Practice NH4 positive. Okay, try to find out the structure of SO4 2 negative. This is a more fancy structure. Okay, try to think of the structure of carbon. किसके साथ बनाएं इसको? चलो, let's try to do this. Nitrogen with 3 CH3s on it. Let's try to figure out this structure. Okay, any more suggestions to give the structure? Chota packet, bada dhamaka. I know no one teaches this because no one understands it. Okay, Deepak, daily classes start from 4 PM, my friend. Okay, चलो BF4. Really? कोई अच्छा सा स्ट्रक्चर बताओ ना यार. NO2 नेगेटिव. हाँ, NO2 नेगेटिव करते हैं. सिंपल है, बाकी तो बाद में करते रहेंगे. NO2 नेगेटिव. Cool. So these 4 structures are your homework. Okay, if you understood what dative bond is, क्या जुगाड़ है क्या नहीं है, प्लीज लीव दैट इन द कमेंट सेक्शन डाउन बिलो, टेल मी अगर मजा आया कि नहीं। अगली क्लास में ये सब करेंगे, विल डू अबाउट आयनिक बॉन्ड्स। बिफोर आई लीव यू, फॉर एवरीवन हु इज आस्किंग व्हाट्स द टाइमिंग ऑफ दीज रेगुलर क्लासेस, these are the playlists where you can watch the regular classes. 11th class YouTube, 12th class YouTube classes, I mean जो भी ये पाठशाला में चल रहा है। Epic GOC, if you want to understand general organic chemistry, then this is a very beautiful course that I've done. And if you want to enroll in paid courses, then these are the links. All the links will be down in the description box as well. Okay, ये सब एक बार लिख लो अपने पास। श्रीकांतन विल डू दो स्ट्रक्चर्स, कोई बात नहीं, अगली क्लास में करेंगे सब कुछ, ठीक है। सो दोस्तों, दिस विल बी अवेलेबल एज द पीडीएफ इन द लिंक एज वेल, एंड इफ यू वांट टू जॉइन फुल कोर्सेज देन यू कैन गो डायरेक्टली टू vedantu.com। मस्त एकदम। शारदा नहीं, बट since we are in Bangalore and there are too many people in Bangalore, every day some ambulance crosses. Anyway people, so don't forget to hit that like button if you liked the different way in which I have taught chemical bonding. The entire chapter is going to be a different style, lots of fun. Share कर देना दोस्तों के साथ, subscribe मार देना, घंटी बजा देना, and give this minion a like because minion likes a like. Yes Abhishek, I have done my higher education from IIT Bombay. 5 साल IIT में था मैं। आफ्टर JEE 2011 I went to IIT Bombay. Now अरविंद सुतार सर is waiting outside, he is shouting at me कि भाई निकल बाहर, तो मैं जाता हूँ यहाँ से दोस्तों। बाय बाय, टेक केयर, we'll see each other on Tuesday and I'll bring you lots more fun concepts of chemical bonding. Ciao.